to Travelogue. This trip, we're going to go to Changsha. Yes, in case you don't know where Changsha is, let me draw a map, a draft. Here, it's very draft China. Beijing is here. And you go down south, in the center of China is Changsha. If you come from New York, that's east. London, Paris, west. Moscow on the top is north. And downstairs is Australia. But we're going to go to Changsha on this trip to have some fun. Are you ready? Let's go.
Changsha, the earliest settlement, was probably founded in the first millennium BC. By 202 BC, it was already a fortified city. During the Han Dynasty, it was also the capital of Changsha Kingdom. The celebrated Ma Wangdui tombs of the Han Dynasty were constructed between 186 and 165 BC. Yuelu Academy was founded in 976 Song Dynasty, destroyed by war in 1127, and rebuilt in the year 1165. Changsha is a city has a very long history. Tianxin Pavilion, translated in English, it's a Sky Heart Pavilion. It's the center of Changsha. It's also the highest point of the city. From here, we can trace back Changsha's history for thousands of years. Changsha got its name in the time of Western Chu. In spring and autumn period and the warriors' state period, Changsha was a strategic area in the southern part of the Chu County. Changsha has about 3,000 years of history. It used to be one of the prosperous metropolitans in the past. There are many commercial shops, schools, and business in downtown area. During the Chinese Civil War, Changsha was controlled by Kuomintang Party. In 1938, when the Japanese intruder marched down to the south of China, Changsha was damaged by arson. The fire lasted for 5 days and 5 nights. Changsha City Protection Wall has been remodeled many times throughout the whole history. From the bricks, we can tell the different time period. From those words carved on the stone, we can tell that's from Ming Dynasty. And this one, right behind me, the brownish color made of local mud. It's from 2,000 years ago. Gosh, I can't believe I touched something 2,000 years ago. Man, I feel young. Yuelu Academy is one of the well-known and the largest college in Song Dynasty of China. It's about 1,000 years ago. So by that time, people come over here. Most of the scholars and students pay great respect to this college. It's a serious place. For example, they're also important place. And the Zhenzong, the emperor of Song Dynasty, inscribed the 4 characters on top of the main gate. And on both sides, left and right, the characters says, "This is the greatest place on earth." And only people from Changsha are the smartest people from the entire world. If you disagree, I know why. You're not from Changsha.
The Academy has witnessed more than 1,000 consecutive years of history, and is the only one of the Asian Chinese academies of classical learning to have evolved into a modern institution of higher learning. The historical transformation from Yuelu Academy to Hunan University can be seen as the epitome of the development of China's higher education, a change which mirrors China's education system. As one of the 4 most prestigious academies over the last 1,000 years in China, it has been a famous institution of higher learning, as well as a center of academic activities and cultures since it was formally set up in 976.
In the past, the people worship Confucius in China in various ways. For example, scholars and professionals by building temples and colleges to pay the respect. And parents also worship Confucius for better education for their children. It's a serious matter, everybody with a serious face. You know, you look at the temple, look at the statues. You can't do faces. So this is not allowed. It's bad. So I have to go out to make, I have to go out to make that faces.
Aiwan Pavilion lies in the Qingfeng Gorge and was built in the year of 1792. Its original name is Red Leaf Pavilion, and later, according to the poem written by Du Mu, the name was changed. Mao Zedong once played and studied here, and the remaining tablets was written by Mao Zedong in the year 1950.
Lushan Mountain have the great combination. There's a Hunan University on bottom foot of the mountain. Then you come up, there's the Lushan Academy we mentioned earlier. It's beautiful. And you keep going up, there's Lushan Old Temple. It's a famous temple. It's the oldest one in Hunan province. I would like to go to check out the monks. I heard they have some interesting rules. Let's go check it out.
Lushan Temple lies in the hillside of the mountain. It was built in AD 268 and later was destroyed and repaired for several times. It was rebuilt in the year 1980.
Talk about rules. I have heard very interesting rules for this temple. For example, the younger monks can only watch TV till 7 o'clock, and the older ones can watch it till 9 o'clock. But if you're leader of this temple, you can watch TV all night long. Those youngs can only watch TV till 7 o'clock.
Today, most monks living in the Buddhist temple are religious students and researchers. Everyday life inside the temple is more or less quite civilized.
Yuelu Mountain is the best getaway place from Changsha City. It's quite beautiful. As a matter of fact, the famous Hunan University just located at the bottom of this mountain. A lot of students come over here not only do their studies, many of them start their romance from this beautiful park. If you use just one word to describe the Yuelu Mountain, I agree with the students of Hunan University. It's romantic. Because in this area, there's 30,000 students living in this mountain area. Every day after class, you see couples everywhere. It's a love affair. That makes me feel lonely.
Hunan silk embroidery design is well known for rich colors, comparable to an oil painting, and realism comparable to a photography. The unique technique of Hunan embroidery provides a means for threads of different colors to mix naturally, resulting in very harmonious effect.
What I'm looking at right now is a special piece. It's a piece of art. It's called double-sized embroideries. What they did is sewing this. Take a look at this horse. 对不起，我能拿下来看一下吗? You take a look at this side. It's a beautiful horse. It's a picture. And you look at the back. It's also a picture. So this requires special skills because you have to hide the needles and the threads. And there's higher level quality. It's double size, but two different pictures. For example, you look at the one side is a dog, the another side is a cat. So, but it takes a long time. For the skilled worker finish, this one takes about 1 or 2 months. Just like a thread by thread, needle by needle. The Xiang style embroidery is very detail oriented. For example, they can duplicate picture just exactly, and also need some special skills. For example, a skilled worker can split the threads to hundreds different threads and sew on it. So need good fingers, good eyes, and some skills. Like this girl work on this picture, it takes about 2 to 3 months to finish one picture.
Colorful combinations consisting of silk, floss, or cotton thread are used depending on the particular aspect of needlework, appreciate to the subject form.
From my research, I learned that Ma Wangdui tomb it really reflects the prosperous period of Han Dynasty in China. Back then, they have a really good lifestyle. They have music, dance, ballroom dance, big stage shows. So let's go inside to take a look at the items that can prove what I just told you. Let's go.
Ma Wangdui Museum displays the early Han period tombs of a noble family excavated at Ma Wangdui, are among the most important archaeological discoveries of the past quarter century. The astonishing state of preservation of one of the tombs.
The location is about 4 kilometers from downtown Changsha,
including the mummified corpse of maskers of dye and precious materials such as lacquer-painted wood and silk textiles. In addition, the tomb contains manuscript texts of versions of classic scriptures from early Chinese philosophical schools. The tombs also contain silk funerary paintings which offer insights into early Imperial Age mythologies. The tombs were discovered in 1972 during construction work at Ma Wangdui, about 4 kilometers northeast of Changsha, and the excavation was completed in 1974.
This sculpture, duplicated from the original map, is a physical chart for exercise. It indicates back 2,000 years ago, people really want to be healthy, so they are really exercise a lot. It's different styles, different positions. For example, that's for your arm, and also good for your back if you do that. Oh, and that. Ow!
The best preserved, entirely undisturbed tomb was that of the Marquis of Dai, or Xinjui, buried about 180 BC, whose husband was a minor nobleman in charge of administering the region of Changsha. The tomb walls were surrounded by layers of charcoals and pounded clay, which seemed to have been instrumental in keeping the moisture level constant and preventing the decay of the corpse and other tomb contents.
The actual coffin was buried 20.5 meters deep underground, and this is extra size. The body of the old lady was buried in the middle, and the spaces around it fulfilled with rich items, silk, lacquerware. You know, it's a rich old lady. It's nice to be rich, even you're dying. Baisha Old Well has brought fresh water for Changsha people through hundreds of years since Song Dynasty. For example, this wall is recorded in different dynasties. Artists written water in different shapes in Chinese character. Dongjin Dynasty, Sui Dynasty, Song Dynasty, water, water, more water, endless water. Every day, Changsha people come here together drinking water. It's quite a scene right now. And they take all kinds of containers, and some people come by bike, motorcycle, cars. I even seen 2 soldiers come here by fire truck to get this fresh water. 能不能给我试一口？可以。好听吗？ Like I said, it's a longevity water. You drink this, you can live forever. The Baisha water is so famous, make the Baisha liquors, Baisha cigarettes, Baisha restaurants, Baisha tea house. This water named the Baisha, and after the Baisha they make everything.
That the fire temple is the best choice for tasting the local cuisine. It has over 100 years of history, various unique items in the tea house, food court, and banquet-style restaurant. However, there are more than 1 fire temples in Changsha City. Only the one on Bozi Street is original.
The fire palace started as a temple for people come here pray to the fire god to protect their business and home. And then in the 19th century, and they start to develop it, imported more equipment such as fire truck. In the recent years, this place has been redeveloped. New restaurants are opened, offers gourmet Hunan food. And every weekend, they invite artists performing here. So visitors should come over here to taste the gourmet Hunan food and see some beautiful shows. Especially, you can get the best stinky tofu right here in the restaurant behind me. House in the Fire Temple compound. It's very busy in the morning. Open 6 o'clock in the morning every day. There's 300-400 people come over here. People come here, enjoy the environment here, social with the friends, talk about the families, each other's, business, and also some antique collectors come here to make a business deal. Huge cup, isn't it? A cup of tea only costs 2 yuan. Thank you. As a fake head chef, let me introduce you some real Hunan gourmet. First of all, our favorite dish is this big giant fish head. It's cooked, steamed, soaked in oil. Top is peppered, very spicy. Second one is very special. It's a turtle head. You might don't like it. Me neither. But it's a local special. Let me go on. The third one is the beef. Come take a close look. It's a beef stomach. And then the one, the only. I need some drum. That's the one, the only, the best. The local favorite is the stinky tofu. You want to know how stinky? Come over here. Don't run away. You want to know how stinky it is? Let me tell you. If I push it towards the TV set, don't run. You can smell it at home. But it tastes very good. There we go. Here we have the real Hunan gourmet. So, ask me, which one you like the first?
As early as the Western Han Dynasty, which is 2,100 years ago, the cooking skills of Hunan cuisine reached the high standard.
What am I going to have today? Maybe I start with a little fish, beef, pork, chicken, a little shrimp, scallop. Well, let me have some tea first. The food here is very good. And the tea even better. Actually, it's too early. What should I do? What do you guys do after the meal? What I want to do? I really want to take a nap. Alright, I think that's a good decision. I'm going to go take a nap. Hunan food is well known in the world. Come to Changsha, I start to understand. It's not only spicy, but also with its style. For example, this one is not a palace, it's a restaurant, Xihulou restaurant. According to Guinness Record Book, it's the biggest one in Asia.
To make a full use of its rich natural resources, the owner of Xihulou restaurant created a wide variety of delicacies. Hunan cuisine consists of more than 4,000 dishes, among which more than 300 are very famous. Changsha people is well known for their easygoing attitude. Come to a luxury style of spending the spare time. There are many options. Sitting in a quiet local tea house, sipping a cup of a green tea is one of my favorite picks. In the weekend, Jiefang Street in downtown area is the most fully occupied district. Many bars and nightclubs will work diligently on showcase their specialties. Due to the entire hard-working week, I passed this chance of visiting. But you can count on me. I will be back.